What is going on? What is going on? We are live for the giveaway. Getaway. It's always a getaway. English, Clayton. It's hard. We're going to do the giveaway in about 20 minutes once we get a couple people on here. Yeah, just reading some comments from the videos. Never read the comments. What is up, everybody? Wow, we're flying in here. This is awesome. We're going to hang out. We're going to make the draw for the giveaway in a little bit. Primetime hoodie, toque, or beanie as they call it. And then a decal, which I have here somewhere. Some frostbite. Let's be honest. Everybody signed up for the dinner bell. Nobody wants the hoodies. Everybody wants the dinner bell, right? Yeah. But I've already got it narrowed down to 3 people. What I did was I had a bunch of people on Facebook, a bunch of people on Instagram, and a bunch of people on YouTube. So I picked a random number, or did a random number generator. The internet's amazing. It's got all these apps. You can put everybody's name in there, picks it out, etc. So I've got 3. I won't release them yet, but I got 1 from Facebook, 1 from Instagram, 1 from YouTube. And we're going to do a random number generator for that in about 20 minutes. Pick out of those 3. I know everybody wants the hoodie. Yeah, good. But yeah, and then I'm actually going to, it wasn't announced, but I'm also going to give away for whoever's 3rd is going to have a decal coming to them, and whoever's 2nd is going to have a toque/beanie and a decal coming to them. So I'm actually doing 3 giveaways. There's only 1 was planned, but we're going to do 3. So how's everybody doing? It's a bunny hug, yes. If anybody's not from Saskatchewan, and this is like funny because I haven't called it a bunny hug for years, but definitely used to call it a bunny hug for sure, all the time. How's everybody doing? You guys ice fishing much? Weather's been okay. Yes, Carter, I wore that all day. I'm not going to fall for that. I'm not going to fall for that one. You missed the contest, Chris? Oh, dude, that's too bad. It's okay. I'll have more in the future, though. I will have more in the future. What's up from Colorado? Hello, Nick. Good to see you. Good to see you. Cheers to everybody. You guys, it's Friday night. Probably don't have to work tomorrow. Pour yourself a drink. Enjoy yourself. Come hang out. We can chat, whatever. Slaying to 25 browns, 25 pound throughs, 25-pound browns for the ice. That's amazing. Amazing. The bell lets you down. I better silence my phone or else it's going to go off the whole time. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I saw a pretty important text. I'm not going to lie. I kind of have to look at real quick. Anyways. Okay. Yes. Shickster. Getting shicky with it. That's awesome. How about some questions? Anybody got questions? What's going on? Do you want to talk 39 hours? Isn't 39 hours unbelievable? Like, that has got to be the best competition show like out there. Like, if you guys aren't familiar with Fly versus Jerk, that's kind of where the idea came from. And yeah, it's so good. Dason, you got the hoodie already? I hope. That's awesome. Yeah, it was only gonna take like 1 day to get to you. Thanks for the purchase, dude. Thank you for the purchase, to purchase. 1+1 for Athapap Lake Trout tips. Put in your time. That's pretty much what it is. You guys, so, and this is like goes to the internet in general. You always see the best on social media, right? You see somebody with a big lake trout. You don't know how much time went in before you finally caught that fish. Or one of the best examples, I think, is Lake Winnipeg. You know, you see like all these like big greenbacks all the time from Lake Winnipeg. You're looking at the best on social media. There's 900 people out there on any given day, and you're seeing what, 10, 15 photos of giant fish caught. Like, obviously there's more too floating around, but just think of all the people that didn't succeed. It's way more normal to not succeed when you go fishing than it is to succeed when you go fishing. So when you go to Baker's, just put your time in. Take an underwater camera. If you see some big fish in an area, don't be scared to just camp out a little bit and put your time in. Eventually, those fish are going to eat. Just sometimes it takes time. Lake Winnipeg tips. I don't have any Lake Winnipeg tips, honestly. I've only fished it 2 times in one trip, and I will be fishing it this year at all. I actually have some old footage of a Lake Winnipeg trip. I think I'm going to actually edit yet, just to kind of get ready for the whole Lake Winnipeg trip that I'm going to do this year. Okay, what should I bring to Baker's Narrows Lodge then when I go? Tube jigs and smaller spoons would be definitely really good. Obviously, you can try some bigger spoons too, some like big slender spoons, something like that that's got quite a bit of size to it. Sometimes they want a really slow flutter. Sometimes they want a fast fall. Sometimes they want to eat fish right off the bottom. I mean, eat bait right off the bottom. Sometimes they want to eat it, 6-7 feet up in the air. It all depends what's going on for that day, So what else for at the pap that you could take? Good equipment that you're going to trust. So when you do hook a fish for a lifetime, your chances of you landing it is way better. A good auger, so something's not going to let you down when you're there. It can be pretty crappy in terms of if you go all that ways and your auger craps out on you, right? So make sure everything's just up and going. But that should be kind of it for, besides your regular ice fishing stuff, but just good gear that you trust when you go. That sounds so cliche, I know. No ice here. Niagara, headed to North Bay for a week. Nice. Walleye fishing, deadly. When are we going to go Cisco fishing? Yes, we need to go Cisco fishing. Definitely. Clayton, you think about doing more pike videos. Colin, you were right. I do want to do more pike videos. To be honest with you, I did pike on Friday and Saturday or last week or Saturday. No. Friday of one week and Saturday the next. 2 full days. Guess how many fish I caught? 0. I have some awesome underwater video of the pike coming up and like grabbing the bait and mouthing it and everything like that. I had no idea those fish were around all day, but later after looking at the footage, there's like all these pike all over the place and some of them are some monsters. So I will be doing some more pike videos in the future, Colin, for sure. You betcha. Favorite walleye rod reel setup. If we're talking ice fishing right now, my favorite setup this year has been the 38-inch True Grit from Frostbite with a 1000 series Stratic, and I prefer fluorocarbon, straight fluorocarbon for the most part if I'm going to fish outside all day, and I'm running 6-pound fluorocarbon. Arctic grayling fishing. I do want to do some grayling fishing videos this summer. Hopefully the lodge that I work at, I might be able to have a chance in some streams that are up there to do some grayling fishing. Frostbite, you can buy the dinner bell. Yes, you can. Tiger trout lately. I haven't done any tiger trout for a couple of years. That I maybe do for a trip this April. Since we're on the topic of Lake Athapap, what pound fluorocarbon do you use for trophy lakers? I run mostly 20 to 30 pound, depending on the bait I'm going to use. Heavier the bait, I'm going to be upping it a little bit. So 20, 25, or 30 pound. I've seen a few videos of big monster Johnnies on the North Basin, Lake Winnipeg featuring. Yes, I saw some of those videos. Very, very awesome. I've caught some nice fish. And I might actually spend some time in the northern side of Lake Winnipeg. So that'll definitely be on my target of some pike up there possibly. Got to get the hoodie. Yes, you got to get the hoodie. I got one back there by the fish on display. If anyways, I do have hoodies for purchase. Unfortunately, most of them are sold out. After the giveaway, I'll be able to put some of them back up there probably, but I do have more coming. What's the best lure for stock trout? If I had to pick one lure for stock trout, it would be a hair drag. Nigel, I hope I said your name right. And unfortunately, I never even used the hair jig in the video I have coming out next. My next video is going to be a stocked trout video. I catch a big rainbow trout in that video. Big rainbow. Yes, let's go. Clayton, I'm hitting Lake Simcoe this weekend. How would you approach fishing a new lake for Lakers? I don't know much about Simcoe. I know it's very clear. Honestly, Adam, move around lots until you find something. I wish I have a video coming out after the stock trout video. It's a Laker video that I actually went to a new body of water and I dissected it a little bit, and that's kind of how I found lake trout for that day. So I wish that video was coming out sooner. It might help you, but unfortunately it won't be out for probably 2 weeks. Colin, my biggest lake or my biggest pike, I don't have any by pound. My personal best is a 47-inch pike. Stuart says, are you bringing out any bigger sizes? I'm a big fat guy just like me, or I need a 4XL. Stuart, I didn't order any 4XLs. If I just put an order in, send me a message when I do my third order of hoodies. I think I can add one of those. If not, we'll try to figure out something for you in the future though. Dustin, sock trout and the ducks, maybe, yes. I know we talk about that lots, Dustin. I swear I'm going to make it up there someday. I swear it just hasn't happened yet. Will you be doing summer videos? I'm going to be doing some open water videos for sure, Nathan. I just don't know what I'll be doing for sure. Well, hello, fishing today. Hello, hello. Did you buy the Helix Ice Bundle or did you buy one with more features used in the summer? I bought the Helix Ice Bundle, but I also have a Helix 7 that has the full side imaging and everything. But I use the Ice Bundle is pretty much everything you're going to need. Unless you do a crazy amount of fishing, you'll be fine without side imaging. Side imaging is like next level. Get really good at learning your graph first and then worry about going to your side imaging stuff next. Clayton, you should come down for Battle of the Bango. Somebody else has sent me that too. I'd like to do that one day, but I don't know if it'll be this year. You ever thought about CSO shirts? Yes, Dason. I believe it's Dason, right? D. Hoffman. I've sent you some stuff. I'm going to do some CSO shirts in the future for sure. Maybe some Get Outside shirts, T-shirts. I've just been kind of putting the money back into what I've been making on merch, back into merch. And hoodie, obviously there's no money on there. I make about $3 a hoodie if I'm lucky. Depends on how much shipping is. Shipping varies anywhere between $16 to like $25. I even sent out one package the other day with 3 hoodies that was like $43 shipping. I took a $25 hit on that one, but it's all good. It's all good. My biggest walleye ever, Colin, is 32 and a half, 13.56 pounds. Ryan Marder, you're doing that ice, sketchy for me. Must be talking about Simcoe. So if I miss anybody's message there, you can leave it again in the comments, and I'll try to get up to it for sure, or get back to it. Did I miss it? Where the apple pie moonshine? The apple pie moonshine is in here. I just haven't added any shots yet. I've been drinking some Captain Morgan's and Coke here though. Gizzard shad for pike through the ice. Gizzard shad. Yeah, I got to get some gizzard shad for my buddy Taro. I noticed you don't have any more moderators. Yeah, if somebody gets out of control here, Cody, I'll definitely put you in there for sure. I'm very fortunate I don't have a lot of spammers or a lot of too much hate come through the chat. Once in a while they come in there, but hey, hate is going to hate. Once you sell 1 million of them, that's $3 million. Yeah, right? I don't think I'll sell 1 million, though. That's awesome. Any suggestions for getting fish to bite at night in Southern Sask? We seem to have a night bite that dies at 6:30 hard every night. You know, Chris, honestly, I struggle with that too. Some lakes, the night bite will go off, and some lakes, they won't. I did a camping trip recently on Last Mountain, which I regret not editing that video for. I do have some footage maybe I'll do. I did like 48 hours on Last Mountain. The second night, I actually caught some fish at about 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, and there was a bite window. It was like 4 or 5 walleye, all about this size. Maybe the biggest was like 19 inches. And then all of a sudden, it just done again for the night. And then the next morning is when I end up catching a fish again. But I don't have any tips for you, Chris. A lot of times I find that a lot of the fish at night that you're marking end up being like super, super small. Like, I don't know exactly what they are, but they disappear. Where's my shot glass? I got a donation there from Mickey Jim, so we're gonna have a shot of apple pie moonshine on you there, my friend. I appreciate it. I always see all your comments there, and I really appreciate it. We got another one there too. Cheers, first one. We're gonna go to a little bit bigger shot glass because that one I don't want to overfill and spill it. So cheers, one more, Todd. I'll do one for you too here, and then we'll get back to questions. Apple pie, homemade apple pie moonshine, made for me by McKenna and Kaylee. Gave to me for Christmas. It's awesome. It's so good. It should be like I could drink that whole bottle right now. It'd be on my face, but yes. Okay, let's see. What questions did I miss here? Have you ever fished God's Lake before Northern Manitoba? I have not. Better take another shot. I did. I took 2 shots. You and me for Team Sass, 39 hours. Man, you would want to fish with me. I'm a gong show. I'm a gong show. No. Tobin Lake Guide Services. Corey, come on, Clayton, straight from the bottle. I would drink it straight from the bottle, but I'm scared I might drink the whole bottle. We'll see. Well, if it gets crazy, I'll start drinking from the bottle. When's Parrot going to have some more lures for sale? Working on it. I know the whole running out of dinner bells and tantrums gets annoying. They sold like crazy. It just good things coming in the future. That from what the conversations I've had with Aaron and Perrick about, frostbite and where it's headed, it's all good. Just be patient. Good lures coming. Good lures coming. Would you ever leave the giant Lakers, Northern Manitoba for some Simcoe greasers? Probably not. Probably not. Like, it's so much closer. Like, Simcoe for me to go there would be, like it could take 24, 36 hours to get there. Athapap or Clearwater, I can be there in 5-6 hours. So it's just so much closer. I've never fished Cold Lake in Alberta. No, I have not. Maybe one day. I know I've seen some awesome video there this year from a couple of people and some pictures. That's seems it's been pretty consistent. It's prime time. It is prime time. 4 more minutes. We're going to do the draw. Tyler, cheers. I appreciate it. We're going to have a drink on Tyler right now. It's prime time. It's Friday night. You guys having a drink too? If you're of age. If you're not of age, get yourself a Pepsi or something, get a sugar high. Cheers, Tyler. Really, really appreciate it. Ever think of buying the Live Scope bundle? I've definitely thought about it for sure. It's super expensive, just like everybody else, right? When stuff isn't free, it's hard to buy when it's like $4,000 for everything. So I've definitely thought about it for sure. I'd like to run it in my boat at some time. I would, but I'm hoping Humminbird comes out with some kind of Live Scope stuff as well. Cheers, Chris. I'm glad you're grabbing a drink. Cheers. Bloody Caesar is awesome. I heard somebody out there too. Awesome. How much ice? We have anywhere between, I miss Carter's, I can drink. Yes, Carter just turned 19. He can drink now. Ice, we have anywhere between like, I'd say 18 inches to 4 feet, depending on where you go. We have lots of ice right now. If you ever want to come down to Green Bay, let me know. Whitefish and whitefish. Yeah, definitely, dude. One day I'll make it down there. One day. I'm 6, so I'm making Jaeger bombs with cough syrup. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, another shot coming here. Evan, I believe you just ordered a hoodie as well. It went out, I believe, yesterday morning. It went out to you, so you should have it early next week. Cheers. 2 drinks. Did I miss one? Did I miss one? I miss them all the time. But cheers. Whoa. I missed that one before. Mickey, you need to have, I need to have one more for you. I thought it said $5 at first. That is unreal. Mickey, cheers. That is awesome. Thank you. You just helped pay for my fuel for my next adventure. I love it. He deserved 2 shots for sure. I missed that. Anyways, where are we? Oh, another one. Okay, Cameron, you should do it. Okay, you guys, go easy here. You can hit me more soon. I want to catch up on some questions too. This is getting crazy. Friday night. Boys, Friday night. Cheers, Cameron, cheers. And we should go to Yellowknife, Northwest Territories for big lake trout and pike. That would be sick. I will go up there one day. I will go. Canadian Vapor, I'm hiding your comment just because of the F word in there, but I appreciate it. And yes, we are getting a little lit up here. I have no problem with people swearing. If any parents are letting their kids watch, I just want to keep the swears down. But what are your thoughts on the Glow Craw Tantrum? Honestly, George, I haven't used it a lot yet, so I don't really have any thoughts for you. It should be good. But honestly, no problem, Canadian Vapor, no problem. It should be good. I just haven't used it much yet, so I don't really have anything to really tell you about it. It should be good though, especially in any glow situation. So sorry, I can't give you more insight in it. Watch for it in some videos in the future because I'm sure I'll use it though. Trailer Park Boys, yes or no? Yes, I love Trailer Park Boys. I do. You're going to need another 10 bottles to keep up. Nah, it's awesome. Jason, you're awesome too. Best ice hut for all around ice fishing. If I had to pick one hut, I would be the resort from Otter, the Hub. It's the most, I find it's the most versatile. You could fish alone. You could fish with 3, possibly 4 people. It's relatively easy to haul around, put up. If I could have one hut out of all the huts I have, it would be the Otter Resort. Stuart, we'll have a shot for you and I'll answer your question. Do you feel a little jaded that you weren't asked to be in 39 hours? The brown shot was unreal. No, I don't feel jaded at all. Not even the slightest. Aaron and Jay are very good buddies. When it was filmed, I was up north even, so even if I was asked, I probably couldn't even have participated. Not jaded at all. They're my boys. They're my friends. I'll never have any regret towards them or any jaded anything like that when it comes to that. No. Would it be fun to be on? Oh, heck yeah. I'd put in. I'd work hard, but I'm enjoying it just as much as you guys are watching it. It's awesome. Who's the winner for the sweater? We're going to do it right now. We're doing it right now. You're getting sloshed and you're worried about the swearing. I think binge drinking is not a great example. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Kids, don't drink unless people pay you. That's bad too. I'm not gonna disagree with you there, Money, for sure. Reagan, pre-drinking for Mexico. Yeah, pre-drinking for Mexico. Okay, let's do the draw. Okay, I have 3 people that I went through random. Like I said, the people that weren't here earlier, what I did was I had 3 ways to enter. 1 through Instagram, 1 through Facebook, and 1 through YouTube. There's amazing apps that I can basically put the link into it and I can click it and it'll give me somebody random from there. So the random winner from Facebook, and what I'm going to do with all these 3 people is I'm going to give them a number and then we're going to do a random number generator from 1 to 3. But the winner for Facebook was Tyler Patterson. Out of Instagram was Tiller Life Rick, and YouTube, which was the comment ones, which I had to actually enter all those manually and then give everybody a number and enter it. That was 2 Rivers Boat Works. So I have everybody 1, 2, 3. And I got no way to really show you this, but what I'm going to do is I got a random number generator. When I click it, it's going to give me a number. Whichever number this is, they're not the winner. They're getting the decal. So we're going to click it. Number 1, Tyler. 2, Tiller Life Rick. And then 3, YouTube is 2 Rivers Boat Works. Generate. Number 1 is getting the decal, which is Tyler Patterson. You can deny the decal if you don't want the decal, but that's what the number 1 is. Okay, so I've got number 2 and number 3 left. I'm going to leave it here, so if it hits number 1 again, I'm just going to click it again. The next number I click right here, if it ends up on 2 or 3, they're going to be the official winner, and then whoever doesn't win is going to get the toque and the sticker or the decal. So let's do it right now. So if I hit a number 1, I re-click. If it's 2 or 3, we have a winner. Number 2, Tiller Life Rick. You are the winner. I don't know who that is. I know after I added them to Instagram, once I picked them in there just so I could have them on Instagram, but I don't know who that is. Tiller Life Rick, you have won a hoodie, which of your size, whichever size you want, the toque, the decal, and all of these lures right there, the tantrum, frostbite, jig, dinner bell, etc. So yes, I wish, honestly, decal, you're right, decal. We'll just call it a sticker. I wish everybody could have won. I really do. Not gonna lie. I would love to I'd love to share with everybody. I wish everybody could have a hoodie or a win one hoodie. Unfortunately, I can't. We're gonna do another one in the future though. Probably something next month again in March or end of February, something like that. But yeah, so that's the winner. If you were only here just to see if you won the hoodie, I guess you can go now. But for the rest of the people that want to hang out for another 40 minutes and have a drink with me, I'll ask some questions, I'll answer some questions, we can definitely hang out. I love how everybody hammered me on decal here. That is awesome. I'm going to call it a sticker from now on. It's a sticker. No. Fishing more. Cheers. Cody, what did you think of our shack? Heard you were up there filming last week. Only missed you by a day. Oh, Cody, you must have had the shack on. Yeah, I won't say the names of the lake, but yes, your shack is sweet, dude. Like, holy, very, very cool. You should send me a message. I'm curious how you did on that trip, because I'll compare notes with you and let you know how I did. I'm sure the boys filled you in, but yes, that shack was sweet. Like, you boys are living it up. It's awesome. You say you say Deckel, and I will stay. If you say Deckel, there we go. Now you have to stay. Tuned up LTP or the Mr. Big Frostbite. They both got their advantages for sure. I haven't put the Mr. Big to a really good test yet, but I will. And once that happens, I can give you a better answer for that one. But so far, I've been very happy with it for sure. You should come down to Hornican, Wisconsin, and me and my friend will take you fishing. 15, 30-pound carp. I'll keep that in mind, dude. I'll keep that in mind. Any predictions on the timing of the start of burb season hitting full swing? Usually most lakes are like the start of March down south, and further north is like start of April. Jake Robert, biggest laker, personal best lake trout is 48 inches by 26 inches around. Not weighed. If I had to guess, it would be like a mid 40 pounder, but you don't weigh it, you can't say it. So Aquaview setup video. Luke, I do have an Aquaview setup video, actually, if you go through my stuff. Glad to see your back, Clayton. Hard work is much appreciated. Loving the hat and toque. Awesome, definitely. Awesome. Chris, thank you. Thank you for your orders. I appreciate it. I'm sad that you lost your hat, but I'm also happy you bought another one. I think you bought like one of the last ones. I got more hats coming out, though, soon, too. How many donkeys will I see grabbing pike by the eyeballs at Tobin tomorrow? I hope none, Mickey. I hope none. Oh, it's so, the people, all you can do is when you see people, and I used to be bad. I used to blow up on people all the time. Try to educate them first and try to help them out and teach them the right ways, and don't blow up on them too easily. But just sometimes people just need to be shown. But some people, as you know, are so stubborn, they don't want to be shown. They think they know it all. So you are better than Aaron. Aaron, who? No, I was just kidding. I'm not better than Aaron. We're both the same. I always tell Aaron, I was like, Aaron, if I had your looks with my fishing skills, oh boy. Have you ever mounted any fish, got replicas? I don't have any replicas or any fish mounted. No. One day I'll do some replicas though. Come to Rainy Lake. We can't see Lucy. Cindy says we can't see Lucy. Lucy's right there. I hide Lucy. Lucy's there. Make sure you hold your fish right or people will get mad. Yeah. Great videos, Clayton. Thank you. I've never fished BC. Oh, that's a lie. I did fish BC once. Jay, myself, and Matt Getzlaff, we went on an epic sturgeon fishing trip to the Fraser for like 10 days, and it was awesome. It was really good. Fishing more. Coming to Minnesota. One day, Murray, I'll come down there. One day. Rumor has it Lucy is sleeping on the couch. Yes, Reagan, we showed that. You're right. Lucy only has 3 legs. Cat's had a tough go. You were in 39 hours. Who would you want your partner to be? Paul. Paul is such a legend. Paul is so good. Like, he's so good. Paul seems like, they're all good, don't get me wrong, but Paul's like, he seems like the master. Like, he's so dialed. Hi, Clayton. I'm 63 years old. And it's always been decal, not decal, and toque, not beanie. Yes, Marty, you were right. I just know are you from the States, Marty? They call it a beanie or a wool hat in the States. When you ask the people from the States or ask if they have a toque, they say, what's a toque? It's just so weird. Paul Rudd, yes. Remember rule number one of ice fishing, never put your worm in another man's hole. True. True, true, true. And bunny hug, yes. Bunny hug has always been a Saskatchewan thing, not even anywhere else. I was like, obviously not sheltered, but I was born and raised in Saskatchewan. And I remember going to Alberta one time in Vermilion and Edmonton. And I told somebody one time, I was like, I just got to grab my bunny hug before I run to the bar. And the guy's like, what's a bunny hug? I'm like a bunny hug? And they're like, you mean a hoodie? I'm like, oh, yeah, no. Just got done watching your last video. Fantastic. It's awesome. Awesome. Glad you enjoyed it. That one was a very tough edit. Very tough. Have you noticed a difference in fish behavior with the warmer winter we've been having? Actually, no, Chris, I haven't. Last February was pretty lame for me. And this February, the 2 times I went pike fishing was also really lame for me. So I haven't noticed a really big change. So fish, they just go into their stage right now where their metabolism in our area for walleye, pike, their metabolism will slow down a little bit here, but it won't be very much longer, and it'll start to ramp up for their spawn. They're just kind of in that funk right now. It should get crazy eventually here, I would think. Whatever merch comes out, I will buy it. D. Hoffman, Dason, you're the best. I think you've bought more stuff on my store than anybody else. I really appreciate it. Albertans call them bunny hugs too. That's interesting. Sean, what's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Any plans on making a video with Mountain Man Outdoors? Yes, definitely. Lane and I are good buddies. We'll be making a video at some point for sure. Just hasn't come together yet, but we'll be making it a video at some point. The last video you made reminds me of this time we did a walleye derby with my cousin. We slayed the smallmouth. I didn't catch any smallmouth, but I think you mean about the whitefish. Do Aquaview cameras do all right in Northern Ontario? Dark, clear water, just hoping. I don't know, to be honest with you. Maybe somebody in here could answer your question more. If the water's clear, they'll be good. I'm 15, so I'll just drink water with you. Awesome. Have some water. That's perfect. Cheers. Cheers, cheers. Please come to the Falcon Lake Winter Fish Off Derby. I've thought about it for sure. I've thought about coming out there eventually. Best bad start to a good end story you have. Best bad start to a good end story you have. You know what? It's probably, this happens more than often, and it goes back to the guiding thing, is you meet a client and you think you get a bad impression right away and you think the worst, even though you're trying to tell yourself, be positive, be positive. And in the end, they turn out to not be anything you thought who they were or what they were going to be about. They end up just being an awesome person in general. So that's probably a story that's something like that. Obviously, it's not exactly what you're looking for, but can I be a CSO pro staff? No, Justin. Everybody else can be, but you. Just kidding. Cheers, David. We're going to have a drink on you. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it a lot. I think I just spilt. Don't tell Cindy. I might not have. It could be my imagination. Oh, I spilt that one right to the top of the glass, too. Cheers. Cheers. Clayton, what's your thoughts on 13 fishing rods? Sorry, Colin, no thoughts on them because I haven't used them. And unless I've used something, I can't give anybody a true statement on them. So heading to Baudette next week. How are the eyes biting up there? Hopefully somebody here can answer you because I have no clue. You ever check the thermocline? Check water temps down deep? I have a fish hawk I've never used. I'd like to do that. Honestly, that is on my mind more often than you would believe, about wondering what the water temps are down deeper. It would be a big thing for sure. For sure. St. Croix rod's worth of money. I couldn't tell you. Obviously, St. Croix's got a bunch of different versions of rods, right? From your lower end St. Croix rods to your higher end St. Croix rods, right? So the higher end ones, yeah, they're probably worth the money for sure, but you're paying a lot for them. You know, like I use the higher end GPS or the higher end G Loomis ones. So I just got to remove somebody from here. Sorry, I got thrown off track there because I wanted to delete somebody from here. To answer your question in short form, yes, you get what you pay for. I always was so skeptical, but this year I bought a couple of higher end G Loomis rods, and they were amazing, amazing. Dustin and Vic, we're going to, oh boy, we're getting low on our bottle here pretty quick. We're going to do a double shot here, and I'm going to answer your question, Dustin. I'm going to do a really full one there. Okay. To answer your question, we'll do the shot. Seeing eyeballs were super effective for all the fish you caught in your latest video. Just wondering if you use eyes from all species or just certain fish. I use eyes from all species, and I'll use a bunch of different stuff too. Like I'll use a lot of the fish that I've cleaned that you would normally go to waste, like their gullets, some belly meat, stuff like that. That type of stuff will stay on your hook better than a minnow head ever will. And that's why I use that, is for that sense. They'll probably work just as good as a minnow head, but they stay on the hook longer. Cheers. That was a big shot. Cheers to you guys. The legends are worth their weight in gold. Yes, I would agree with you on that. I've used a few St. Croix legend deletes, and they're very good. Enjoy your videos. Come fish Duluth with Minnesota with me. I would love to fish with everybody. What do you use for contour chips for Lake Athabasca? I don't have any contour stuff for that, Andrew. I'm fishing blind a lot when I'm out there for sure. The first time I ever fished Athabasca, I did a lot of jumping around. We drilled holes for like a whole day, and we found some structure, and I haven't really fished many other places on Athabasca besides one, but I just drilled and drilled and drilled and finally found some structure. You can always go wrong with starting off of I thought I removed you, Jack. Okay. Sorry, I need to get a moderator in here right now. Who said they wanted to be a moderator earlier? We can get you up there. Uh-oh. My mouse just died. Cindy, can you come here? Okay. We're changing our mouse, and I can't scroll down to answer questions. So I'll talk about more about the Athabasca thing. Just drill and drill and drill until you basically, oh, there we go. I see more batteries. Drill and drill and drill until you find some good structure. This is awesome, hey? You guys get to watch me change batteries on the mouse. How awkward is that? It's all good. This is like when I'm in the shack and I have something go wrong, I can just edit that part out of the video, right? This is a lot harder to edit out. Okay, any more questions I missed on there before? There we go. Mouse is going on. Wrench me up. Hit me with that blue wrench. There we go. Where's the sauce? You commented all my stuff. You're getting a moderator. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I missed some questions there. I had a down mouse, but I'm back. Hey, Clayton from Arcola, Saskatchewan in the house. Hey, Arcola. Where is that? No, I'm kidding. I know where that is. It's awesome. How would you use a dead stick for pike if you don't have a tip up? Would you use a bobber and an open bail? Yeah, that would be a good way to do it for sure. A bobber and an open bail, that would work. Now, I think you'd be better off, because the bobber, you're going to have to be close to it where you can see it all the time, but that would work for sure. Like, it would work really well too, but you just have to be close to it, right? And you have to worry a little bit too about your hole freezing up as well. But yes, so hope that answers a little bit. You got a couple people, me willing to be a moderator. Yeah, here we go. One more. We'll make one more moderator here, and we should be good. Should be good. Don't abuse the control, but kick people out. No, just kidding. Thoughts on the iFish Pro? I like the iFish Pro a lot. Honestly, I really do. Never get tired of the sense of humor. I have the worst sense of humor, I'm sure. What do you think about the Acme Hyper Glide? I love the Hyper Glide. I think I use the Hyper Rattle more, but the Hyper Glide I like. The biggest thing between the Hyper Glide and the rattle is quicker movements. The Hyper Glide works slow. The Hyper Glide just works so nice. When you hardly twitch it, those wings flap open all the time. I've noticed, and that was a trick from Aaron that he taught me, is when I'm using a Hyper Glide, work it really slow. Hyper Rattle fast, Hyper Glide slow. Already got a second mod there fishing today. You got one, and oh yeah, you got one, and yes. You know the other one then. You were asking who was. You thought you already had one. You're welcome for the information of always. What lights do I use on my pop-up? I use the Otter LED lights, and I use probably overload of them, and I mostly do that just for filming purposes. You don't have to use. When I'm in a pop-up, I use like 4 set of those lights, so 2 packages of them. You can easily get away with 1. Do you ever have someone come film with you aside from Jay? Would love to see more slow motion B-roll. Oh, Chris, now I know who I'm talking to when I talk to you. C. Harder. I'm sorry, I never made the connection. I haven't yet, but at some point, I would definitely like to have somebody come film with me. It's really hard in the sense that I'm trying to not do too much of the jazzy flash thing and make it more in your face, because that's kind of what my videos have turned into for the most part. So I've thought about it for sure, and I think in the future I would do some of that stuff though, for sure. We should chat again sometime in the future. I totally missed the connection of who you were there, but I apologize for that. On your Striker climate suit, how do you shorten legs with Velcro? I threw out my instructions. See if you can search on YouTube, John, but on the bottom of the suit, there's this little Velcro strip that's about this big, and you crack it open. You got to open it, and then you flip it up, and you can flip it and shorten them. So hopefully that helps. Look for a little small strip right on the bottom. It looks like it's sewn seam, but it's actually Velcro. You can open it up. No, you just got it now. No, I got it. I got my batteries. We're good. Sorry. That's okay. 5 minutes behind, I guess. That's okay. Can you make Carter a moderator or somebody? I got a couple moderators, yeah. I've ran a dead stick that way before for pike. It does work really. Clayton said you need to be close enough for the bobber. Yeah, totally. Victor, again, you've been donating. Just so you know, I'm Trout Slayer on Instagram. Okay, it's always hard to make those connections to people who have different Instagram names or YouTube names and stuff like that. So awesome. Cheers, Victor. It's good. We're almost done that bottle. What does one of those Dakota lithium charge packs cost and how they hold up? They hold up really, really well. I'm not like, obviously if you bounce anything around, anything's going to break, right? But they've been really good for me. I haven't broken anything on them yet. Knock on wood. I was going to break them. I think they cost like 220 American or something like that. They're awesome. They're definitely awesome. Like, I love them. Big time. Hilarious how long it took you to get the flasher camera going. I was so pumped for you because you're catching so many fish. Yeah, you know what the worst part about that legacy is I said one more fish and I'll get the flasher camera going. I actually got it going. I had a bunch of corrupt files go on my GoPro for some reason. At the end of the day of that video, when I fished outside, I ran the flasher camera the whole time, but for some reason I was missing clips too of like during it. So I had a bunch of files go corrupt. So it was like, I did get it going and then it ended up going corrupt on me, a few of them. So I'm lucky to even have what I did end up having. I was going through my second video too already. I started to edit it and I've got horrible audio issues from my audio pack. I think I had the cord cranking up inside. So at least I have audio off of another camera to pull. But yeah, man, that was like, what you say though, it's like you get so into fishing and you want to catch fish, but I know my mind saying, get the flasher camera going, get the other angles going, because to me it makes a boring video when it's just one shot all the time. So hopefully I didn't lose too many people on the first like 10 minutes of that video. And the underwater camera was okay. The water clarity was a little bit darker, so I had to run the camera a lot closer than I would have liked to as well. Good camera to use, Matt. I'll try to find you in here, but I'm going to ask you a question. For what? Underwater or for filming wise? Do you have a trouble with the larger memory SD cards having corrupted files? Will, for the most part, no. But my newest GoPro, my GoPro 7 Black, has been corrupting a few cards lately. So I don't know what's up with that. Flasher cam is what a lot of people live for. Yeah, totally. I've noticed too. It's like, and it's great, but I noticed like all of the other YouTubers now are running flasher cameras too, and good on them, right? I was definitely not the first to do it. You know, Aaron did a bunch of stuff like that way before I even started filming. But it's like everybody's doing the flasher camera now, right? Because it just adds more to the video. So, and that's great. It's nothing wrong with that at all. You can learn more information from it. Cheers, Jason. I do like whiskey at times. Not a pile of whiskey. I'm starting to get into the more whiskey on a rocks thing sometimes, but I mostly will drink like this year I was drinking like a hard iced tea straight on rocks from Last Mountain Distillery. It was really good. Cindy pointed out last time that I must be allergic to something in the booze a little bit because I get a little bit stuffed up near the end of the video. Matt, filming wise, you can't beat a GoPro. But the problem with the GoPros is they don't have good audios. So an audio pack with a GoPro is your best bet for sure. Like, it's hard unless you're going to get into serious filming. I'm using a Canon XA20, which is about a $2,000, $2,500 camera. That's a great camera for what I do. I have a wide angle lens on it. And then, yeah, okay, let's get that guy out of there. He's done. Anyways, yes, GoPro is probably your best bet when it comes to that stuff. You can do so much with it. But like I said, you're not going to have the best audio. I know GoPro, it sounds so lame, but it honestly works so good. Oh, I might have spilled again. Don't tell Cindy. I think I spilled again a little bit. Cheers. Cheers, Evan. I'm not tipsy yet, but I'm sure we're getting close. I don't know, we didn't freeze. Evan, best flying lake in Saskatchewan, Wollaston Lake for flying. Yeah. Tasman is pretty cool for big lake trout too. Reindeer would be probably one of my lists. I'd really love to fish as well. What about new audio mod for GoPro? I think it comes out this month. I'm not sure. I haven't played around with it at all, so I'm not sure what the quality is. If I bet you can find some reviews on YouTube though from guys that will tell you all about it though for sure. Sneak up here for a few days. Yes, I know. Corey, I do need to get up there at some point, dude. I do need to get up there and fish with you at some point. I'd like to. We need to link up. Yes, Ryan, we do. I wish I could fish with everybody, but yes, we do need to do a fishing photo session, hopefully sometime in March. Sony PX470 is a good cheap recorder for audio. There you go. Clayton, what about Cree Lake after watching 39 hours? Oh yeah, Cree Lake. I've known about Cree Lake for a long time. It's pretty epic for sure. I love to sneak a snow machine in there. I've scoped out the maps, looked at a few humps. That'd be pretty interesting. So yeah, what's my go-to for go-to lake for big walleyes? Honestly, I'm from Saskatchewan. My top three: Diefenbaker, Last Mountain, and Tobin. And then Lake Winnipeg would be my fourth, even though I haven't fished Lake Winnipeg much. You just see all the big fish all the time. And like I talked about earlier in the chat, you get sucked in. You see all the good stuff on social media, and that's where you think you need to go, right? Yes. Blaine, you did miss the giveaway. It was done. The winner was Tiller Life Rick. Yes. Cree Lake, also a fly-in from Fort Mac. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. Here, reindeer is rocky for the guys. Yes, reindeer is rocky. Very rocky lake. When are you going to Deef to beat the Twins brown trout? Well, Will, to beat that brown trout, you would have to catch the same fish and hope that it grew a little bit, because that's like the biggest brown trout caught in Saskatchewan for sure ever. Like, I know there's a 38-incher registered in Saskatchewan, but if you look at the pictures really carefully, you'll notice that the ones that the Conrad's caught that's 37 inches is the same fish as the registered 38-incher. So yes, if you look at that, so it's officially the biggest fish ever caught in Saskatchewan for a brown trout. Victor, last one. Yes, last one, Victor. That's a good. What's the best lure and bait to catch perch? Well, Victor, I'm a very inexperienced perch fisherman, but from what I've done so far a little bit, I would be using a little tungsten jig and a mealworm. I know other people are gonna have different thoughts on it, and they're probably right. I have very little perch experience so far, but I like a little 3mm tungsten jig and a mealworm. Cheers, Victor. Appreciate all of the donations tonight. Definitely had some nice shots on you, my friend. Where do we see these pics? Just do some research on the internet. Google Saskatchewan brown trout record, and it'll come up. Even search brown trout 38-inch and then compare it to, yeah. Same fish. Like, it's the same fish. And fish don't shrink. They don't shrink. Yes, you can get measurements wrong. It happens, but I know, like, you watch the measurements of the Conrad's fish, it was done, like, perfectly. Because the funny story is that fish was also caught before the Conrad's caught it, and it was measured at 36 inches. But you can see on the 36-inch measuring board, the bump board is the bottom jaw, everything's all messed up on it. So you can tell if the guy didn't get a good true measurement on it. It was a bit longer for sure. But the 37-incher that they got measured, they did an excellent job with measuring that fish. Preferred ice fishing reel, Drew B. I like my Stratix, and then I also use the Shimano Saharas. Clayton, what's your biggest muskie ever? 47-incher. Clayton, have you fished much deef? I haven't fished a lot of deef. I never did the whole tripod rainbow scene. Tripod, how do you pronounce that right? I always get it mixed up. Triploid. Do they rainbows still exist? I think there's still some in there for sure, but I was never there for that scene at all. Minnow head for perch, yes. Key and an eyeball, I believe that. A little jig and mealworm is the best. Any luck using plastics in Saskatchewan? Yes, just not for perch that much. Preferred ice fishing reel, I answered that one. This guy doesn't watch 39 hours. My chat keeps freezing once in a while. Do you ever thought about taking a fan out fishing with you? Yes, Dason, I definitely have. I like to do possibly a meetup even this March, the last mountain, and do some pike fishing or something like that. So would like to. I need to get a dinner bell. They're always sold out. I know. I promise Peric's working on things, and one day we'll get her all sorted out. I know. I can't even get any more in here right now. I have a bunch, thankfully, to use. Excuse me. But if I wanted some more, it'd be too tough to get. Hey, Clayton, do you think barometric pressure plays a role in ice fishing, like whether you have a good day or bad day? Yes. Very sure. Very almost guaranteed it plays a role in it. When you get a high pressure system, it puts pressure on the air bladder for sure, and a lot of times they go deep to stabilize themselves. It plays a huge role for sure. Conrads are awesome. I ran into Sean on a lake in Alberta. My sons love them from season 1. He showed my son how to clean a pike. That's awesome. That's definitely Sean and Adam are great people. Have you ever used musky gear for tarpon casting for them? I've used not musky gear, but I've casted for tarpon a lot. Musky gear would almost be too stiff for tarpon. Tarpon, when you're casting for them, you're casting. I'm talking about rods. You're using mostly. You're using heavy rods, but with really slow actions. As far as lures go for tarpon, you wouldn't believe tarpon prefer to eat most stuff small. The only time they ever eat bigger stuff is a lot of times like full moon nights. I've had them eat like 8-inch, 10-inch line throughs where they're super aggressive, but most of the time when you tarpon fish, they're in a very docile state and you're just trying to get a small lure in front of them. When I fly fish for them, honestly, the fly was like this big. Like, I mean, small. CSO versus everyone possibly. Yeah, I know Aaron's. Oh, I just broke the bed. Aaron's probably going to run another tournament at some point, I would think. But I would definitely consider running a tournament as well in the future for sure. Definitely. Yes, second it. We're going to do it at some point. I'm going to do some research on it and try to run one at some point. Todd, the bottle's not quite toast. But I'm going to have a good pull here for you on that one. We're doing a good job. This thing started up out here today, so we're doing a good job. A little tipsy for sure. Cheers. Don't drink, kids. It's bad for you. Only if you're getting paid to do it. How about a March pike tourney this year? Okay. That'd be cool. People would definitely have to have the gear for it. I would stress that in terms of the proper measuring board and whatever. But yes, we can do that. That's a good idea. Pike tournament this year. Let's do that. I'll start trying to line up some sponsors. That would be cool. March pike tournament. I like it. Definitely like it. But I'm going to be pretty hard if I see blood in the photos and stuff and fish treated poorly. I'm DQing it. But yes, I would definitely do that. Go fund me for a liver for Clayton's perhaps. No. You guys, honestly, you can ask Cindy or Reagan and Carter. I don't drink a lot. I swear, this is just my one time to have some drinks with everybody. So this is fun. I like hanging out with all you guys, answering some questions. Always weird how there's 150 people in here, but yes. Thoughts on ice fishing 39 hours? Very hard to do. I think it would be fun. I don't think it would be as exciting for the viewers because it would be harder to do. Moving around is a lot harder. I don't think you're going to see it as epic as fish, but it would be fun for sure. I think if we're going to do a 39 hours tournament thing or like that, it would be, maybe it wouldn't be called 39 hours. Maybe it'd be something else, but it could be done for sure. It would just be, I don't know. A guy would have to try it. Like I did a full day at Wakusco, and yes, and I was the one filming, which made it harder. If you had somebody filming for you, it might be easier, but it was a lot of work, and I only caught 4 species, and nothing was super impressive, right? Like it could be tough. It could just, like Where's the Sauce says, ice fishing just takes so much time to set up. In a boat, you can hit 4 different spots in the lake in no time, right? Because you just pick up and go. Ice fishing is a lot of work, but it could be done. 150, we've got to bump those numbers up. Dustin, sometimes in here we get like 400 people even, so it just all depends. I didn't advertise this one at all. I just kind of did it like spur of the moment thing, so yeah. Tobin versus Newell head-to-head walleye tournament. That would be cool. That'd be cool. I will beat you with your own tips. I wouldn't win the tournament. Don't worry about that, Moneyness. I wouldn't win. There's like always, there's always a little bit of a luck factor involved in fishing too, right? Like you can be good, but you have to be lucky at times too, at the right times, right? You have to get the right bites. Like you see all these guys that fish tournaments. There's so many good anglers in it, right? Anybody could win it on any given day, but you get the right bites, and the good angler is usually the guy that gets the good bites, right? Or the right bites, but there's like 40 of them in the tournament, right? So it's so hard when it comes to that. You got to have the right bites too. Give the anglers 2 weeks to fish for 48 hours. Have a timer that only counts when lines are wet. That's a cool idea, Tim. That's a cool idea for sure. Big crappie fishing. I missed out earlier on some big crappie fishing, and I would like to do that at some point for sure. Just haven't had time yet. Do you ever fish smaller rivers or streams? I do not at all, actually. I do not. You going to be getting a live scope anytime soon? I'm not sure yet. Not sure yet. I'm very happy with the Humminbird stuff I'm running. So, am I going to fish Bakers? I will be fishing Bakers again this year at some point. Yes. I have to get my fix for big lake trout. I'm kind of dedicating March, and I'm going to do some pike too. But March is going to be a lake trout and a pike push. I might not fish walleye at all. I think it's going to be a laker and a pike push in March. And then we'll save the walleyes again for open water season and first ice. Yes, crappies are super tough to find late ice. I've heard that from lots of people. Have you seen some of those ones out of Bakers lately? I have. Big fish. Boys are catching some big ones out of there. And they put a lot of time in too, right? Like, which is awesome. They've caught some good fish. Definitely. Have you ever fished sturgeon through the ice? I just caught your question there up there sooner. Yes, Will, I have. Get your bait close to the bottom and have it so the bait isn't spinning. Get it so it's pretty still. Get good scent down there. If you get a hold of some night crawlers and some minnows and pack it on there. We've targeted sturgeon through the ice and actually been pretty successful doing it. Like I'm talking 1 or 2 a night. I know there's people that are slamming way more than us, but it was good. So just set up for them. It's a waiting game. Have your bait down there and don't move it. Let them come to you. Get that scent out there, and yeah. Wait, like depending on how strong your current is, right? But you don't want your bait swinging around, or you don't want it rolling. You want it so it's just sitting in the current nice. If you're fishing current, usually sturgeon for the most part are current. Have you fished in America, and what is your PB walleye? I've never really, I shouldn't say that. I've done lots of fishing in the States, but further south, Florida and Texas, my PB walleye is 32.5 inches, 13.56 pounds. Would you rather catch a walleye through the ice or out of a boat? I'd rather catch a walleye out of a boat besides first ice. I'd rather, if I have to pick one time, first ice, when you can watch the walleye swim underneath the ice everywhere and the ice is clear, that's when I want to fish it. I'm telling you, fishing wheel is the best Clayton Schick Outdoors video out there. I even know it wasn't a Clayton Schick Outdoors video, it was Aaron. But yes, the wheel was amazing. The wheel's amazing. How's your fish whistle game? I haven't had a fish whistle since I was like 21 or 22 years old. Nothing against it, just haven't had a fish whistle for a long time. How did your deer hunt end up? My deer went super nocturnal on me, so honestly, no good. The good news is he's out there to grow bigger. You know, just going to get bigger, hopefully. I'm going to do some shed hunting at some point. I saw Cody and Kelsey just got a dog for hunting sheds. I would love to do that. I'd love to get a lab again and train it to hunt sheds. So, but you guys, it's been an hour. I try to keep these an hour, not very much longer. I appreciate everybody as always. If you were in this chat and you are one of the winners, please get a hold of me. I'll also be sending you guys a message too. But you're the winners. You guys, I do have hoodies for sale still. ClaytonSchickOutdoors.com. Got new hats coming. I do have more hoodies coming. So if your size isn't up there right now, look for them in the future. But yeah, stickers. Stickers were made by my wonderful girlfriend, Cindy. And this is her contribute. I can't say that word. Contribution. English is hard, right? That's for me. That's Cindy's contribution to CSO, and she's selling stickers on my website, so they're free shipping. But yes, any fat guy sizes, I've got a triple large left, I believe. I will have a triple large back on the site once the giveaway is done. If the guy doesn't take a triple large or triple extra large, but I also have some more coming, some triples and some doubles. I don't have any 4Xs coming, so. But yes, thank you guys. Another giveaway will be coming up at some point, Austin. I just don't know when. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Thanks for all of the drinks, you guys. Cheers. I appreciate it, everybody. We'll see you guys again soon. New video out sometime early next week, mid next week, of a monster rainbow trout. Cheers, everybody. Take care.